G Stadium in Houston. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he pass, and you know...
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 16 carries, 73 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. A couple of nice carries back to back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Elliott good on. And that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays. Ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage? So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Jet sweep now. Here's Collins. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big run there by Collins. Give him 53 yards on the ground. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get that.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away. one level. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man, complete. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. The Eagles have 1 and 6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. (7-7) our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On second down, here's Pierce. And some room to maneuver. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 20. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. And the Texans are going to have it first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
From the gun, here's Mills. Buying. Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along. Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half. Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill. Another carry for Pierce. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now, Mills. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, the Eagles and Texans, polar opposites last year in terms of running the football. The Eagles were number 1 in the league. The Texans, 32nd, dead last. And in fact, the Eagles ran for nearly twice as many yards as the Texans did in 2021. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Howard. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mills to throw it. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
An excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Pierce now up the middle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, his fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Hurts. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Damian Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense, but you know what else is happening too, because
Mills hit and he loses the ball, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They'll throw now on the final play. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have reached halftime with a halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may have some points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Mills on 1st down. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, here's Mills. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A gain of 22. And a two-score game, obviously. Every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Touchdown! Philip Dorsett. His second touchdown of the night. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the one touchdown score to this point. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Let's go now.
Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has...
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mills.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Fielded at the 20. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Shoves him aside. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
So here is Mills and the Texans.
Down 28-21. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mills looking to throw it. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Here's Mills.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Mills back to throw.
And Cooks has it over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now Mills.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
50 That one looks like he'll throw here.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission.